All right, we've got junior Jake Lay joined alongside me. And Jake, coming off this state title over the weekend, just how exciting of a moment was this for this Woodland Unified Bocce team?
Yeah, it was a great environment. It was great all around. We worked really hard for the season, and it paid off.
This is only, what, 4 or 5 practices for this Woodland team, so how did everything come together so quickly, and just how exciting is that just to see this team have so much success in a short time frame?
We just focused, and there was good coaching all around. It was just we had good practices.
How awesome is it just to have an opportunity like this for Unified Sports, just to give some opportunities for kids throughout the entire Woodland High School community?
I think it's great. I think it's great that everyone gets to participate in sports and have fun. I think it's a good thing.
What was that atmosphere like, just making the trip down to Carmel and getting to compete against some other teams across the state?
Yeah, it was a long bus ride, and we got down there, and we just brought energy all day, and great support from like the JV guys, like Brandon was doing good supporting, and just great game all around. Yeah.
Coach Cobb was mentioning, too, that it was a nail-biter with the 3 matches between you and Shelbyville. And when it came down to that final girls match and it was clinched for Woodland, just what was that moment like?
Oh, it was awesome. We had the whole team celebrating. It was fun.
First off, congrats on Woodland for winning this Unified Bocce state title over the weekend. What does it mean, especially knowing this team came together in such a short time frame?
It was really great. Like, none of us really knew each other, and so just getting together and like learning the atmosphere of like bocce ball. None of us knew how to play it at first, so it was awesome. Yeah.
Let's go back to Carmel. A great experience over the weekend, competing against some other teams across the state. What was that atmosphere like over the weekend?
It was great seeing a lot of people like come together, like working together, like even meeting the other kids. It was great to see how they are, like getting to know how and like. So we played differently, like practices. So it was great to see like how we all just come together and work.
No doubts. So the way the competition is formatted, you've got the men or the boys, the girls, and the co-ed matches. You were in that girls game that decided who the champion would be. What was that moment like? As it was coming down to the finish, and you were part of that duo that clinched a state title.
It was very nerve-wracking. We were back and forth at first, and it just came down to we got up. We got 4 points all in one round, so it just came up to that, and we just kept going.
This is the first year of Woodland Unified Bocce. How cool of an opportunity is this to offer a sport like this for all kids across Woodland High School?
It was really great. So we have bowling and basketball already. I participated in bowling, and so it was just great to see like a whole nother sport come and like decide how the practices were and like actually make it happen.
For sure. You mentioned you're part of that bowling too. Just what do you feel like is the best part about Unified Sports here at Woodland?
I think it's just working with the kids and getting to know them. Like, it's just great. Seeing them smile and have a good time is really what makes me happy about it.
Joining alongside me is a familiar face to Highlight Zone fans, Gary Cobb. He's trading in the basketballs for bocce balls. Gary, thanks so much for joining us. Just how proud are you of what this team accomplished over the weekend?
Very proud. The way they came together as a team, we only had like 4 practices to put this together, and they learned very quickly. Most of them had never played before, and they learned very quickly, and it was a lot of fun.
You mentioned just 4 practices with this team. Just what does that say that these folks can come together real quick and just enjoy a lot of success and fun together?
It shows they appreciate the value of unified sports and and how much they wanted to. We went down there, we were organized, and we played like we wanted to win.
Yeah, you mentioned just going down there to play and win. It was a 14 bracket in the open division. You take down Indianapolis Cathedral, and then you take down Shelbyville in the championship match. What was that moment like? As you mentioned off camera, it was a little bit of a nail-biter.
Yeah, well, it was a nail-biter. Went right down to the last match. And I told you, it's 12 points or 25 minutes, whichever comes first. And we were ahead 10-6, and I looked at the clock. And there was 1:28 to go in the match. And I thought, we're going to win this thing. And the kids were really excited about it. It was a great experience.
Well, super exciting, too, for Woodland and Unified Sports altogether. This is one of 3 Unified Sports offered here at Woodland. You've got bowling as well as, remind me, what's the second one? Yes, so you've got basketball as well as bowling. Just how exciting is that Unified Sports have continued to expand here around Woodlan?
It's great. We started with basketball, and it was such a big success that we added bowling last year, and we ended up finishing third in the state in bowling last year. And then so we added bocce ball this year. So I think we'll probably stick with these three sports for a while.
How neat is it that Unified Sports it's able to open the door for kids to play sports all across the board at Woodlan?
Yeah, some of these kids, they never get a chance to play. And we treat this like it's a varsity sport. And they can letter in Unified Sports. They can get their letter jacket in Unified Sports. And it's a cool thing. It gives parents a chance to see kids, play a real sport. And for me, it's a blast because it reminds me how fun athletics is. Sometimes as we go through this, we get really serious in what we're doing, and this kind of reminds me about why I started in sports initially, because it was fun, and this is a blast.